Zillick's fingers moved with an ease she'd never known before as she assembled the components of her new smart lock. It was sleek, modern, and, according to the instructions, foolproof. The system had already been integrated into their high-rise apartment building security grid for months now, but this was Zillick's first time using it on her own unit. As she worked, a faint humming noise began to emanate from the walls. It started low, almost imperceptible, but grew in volume until it became a constant drone that filled every corner of their home. The hum seemed to pulse with an otherworldly rhythm, like the beating heart of some monstrous entity hidden just out of sight. Zillick's gaze drifted to her roommate, Nalini, who sat cross-legged on the couch, eyes fixed intently on some invisible point beyond the room. Her expression was tranquil, almost serene, a stark contrast to the growing sense of unease that twisted Zillick's stomach into knots. The humming noise seemed to be affecting them in different ways. While Nalini appeared oblivious to it, Zillick felt like she was being slowly pulled apart by some unseen force. The lock finally clicked into place with a satisfying clunk, and Zillick stepped back to admire her handiwork. It looked sleeker than the old one they replaced it with, but there was something unsettling about its new design, an unshakable feeling that this thing was watching them now, waiting for some cue or trigger to spring into action. A soft chime from the security console on the wall interrupted Zillick's reverie. She turned to Nalini and said, "I think it needs me to acknowledge it." But when she approached the screen, her own name wasn't listed as the active user. Instead, a generic admin account glared back at her with cold, unyielding eyes. "This is strange," Zillick muttered, trying not to raise her voice. The humming noise was starting to take on an almost rhythmic quality now. It seemed to be echoing off the walls in time with her own rapid heartbeat. Nalini finally shifted her gaze to meet Zillick's, and their eyes locked in a moment of mutual understanding. Something had gone wrong. Something fundamental to the way they lived together was unraveling before their very eyes. And yet, despite this growing sense of unease, both women remained transfixed by that hypnotic drone, unable to look away even as it seemed to seep into every fiber of their being.